Check, 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 check. Muy buenos días para todos. Bienvenidos al 20º Mundial de la CMAS de hockey subacuático. El día de hoy, 8 de la mañana canadiense, estaremos viendo el partido de la selección élite masculina colombiana contra la selección élite masculina de Estados Unidos. Partido por el quinto puesto y último partido de ambos equipos acá en el Mundial. La formación titular de Colombia: Felipe Fernández Ramírez, Alejandro Osa Alzate, Alexander David Salazar, Emanuel Castrillón, Sebastián Lugo, André Felipe Díaz Durango, Juan Pablo Díaz Durango, José Daniel Giraldo Arias, Juan José Rivas Sáenz, Cuisadí Upegui Velázquez.
Good morning and welcome. This is the men's fifth and sixth playoff with Colombia in the white against USA in black.
Un minuto para comenzar, equipos preparados a ambos lados. Un Estados Unidos que ha estado viniendo de menos a más durante este mundial. Y Colombia que ha logrado superar este primer paso después de su pérdida ante Francia con una goleada muy contundente ante España.
Good morning. What's your name?
Santiago.
Dave. Nice to meet you. Sarah. Hey, good morning, everyone.
Y comienza el partido. Vamos a ver la salida colombiana.
Looks like we have an early call.
El referee tiene una llamada muy temprana. Mal relevo.
1-2. All right.
Cobra a favor de Estados Unidos.
Hey, Ray. How are you doing? Good morning. Now I know my microphone works. U.S. taking advantage up the middle into the Colombians, but Colombians having a lot of pressure. Looking to push out. Christoph Ochin on the left. Having a little bit of a camera slowdown, but there we go, coming off into the left. Lots of folks down.
Colombia que aguanta la presión estadounidense. Papaya con un giro sobre su propio eje. El estadounidense que llega hasta la esquina. Vamos a ver qué jugada busca. Felipe que se mete al centro, hace un engaño y vuelve y la mete al muro. Papaya que llega a ayudar. Recibe la ayuda de Juan José que la aguanta con su cuerpo. Vamos a ver qué decide Juanjo. Se la pasa a Lugo y mantiene la pastilla en la esquina.
Americans making a lot of drops, putting pressure in the corner. Big Mike Torsha, Christoph rotations. That looks like Nate Rust looking to make a push out. Mike Torsha's teammate in Los Angeles, but Colombia
Muy
making
buena
a great
salida de
push.
Juan José y Sebastián. Excelente. Se gira de nuevo sobre su propio eje Juanjo, que la deja perfecto para Felipe Díaz. Felipe Díaz que le chuta a Christoph. Pierde la pastilla y Alexander mantiene la presión colombiana junto con Sebastián. Llamado del referee.
Foghorn is off and referees are calling a advantage against the USA.
Falta a favor de Colombia, muy cercana del área estadounidense. Vamos a ver qué prepara la selección en este cobro.
Colombians with a free puck here, 12:36 left to go. Is that a Juanjo taking the puck?
Yes, it is.
Got Mark
Juan
Mullersman on
Pablo,
the
la
outside.
turbina, que le deja muy bien para Maque. Vamos a ver si Maque logra meterla al centro. Felipe frenando la salida canadiense.
And we have a call.
Falta que favorece a Colombia.
Santiago, what club do you play in? Are you in Medellin?
In Medellin.
Ah, cool. I want some jugo. Some fresa, maracuja,
The best juice in the world.
guanabana,
Guanábana.
lulo.
Lulo.
Oh, we got a nice drive up to the center.
Alexander con el chute. Es bajado por
Ah, nice
jugador
push out.
estadounidense.
That would be Matt Blair, team captain. Nate Rust following up.
De nuevo, Manuel con la recuperación. Vamos a ver si logra pasar con ese estadounidense. La mete al centro. Felipe que lanza el chute, pero hay llamado del juez.
And we have a call against Colombia. U.S. happy to take a puck after that strong pressure by the Colombians. Santiago, it's very early. I could use un poquito tinto right now. Maybe a little. That would be great.
That would be great.
Can
But
someone get us un
here-
poquito tinto?
The quality of tinto in here is not the best.
It's not the best. Andrew Creedon fighting up. Mike Torsha behind. Christoph Ochin coming in.
Sebastián que intenta sacarla del muro. Papaya que lo logra. La sigue metiendo al centro. Excelente. Juan José que la va a meter rápidamente al centro. De nuevo por el 13. Jugador muy potente.
Let's see, what did we see there? We have an advantage against the Americans. Colombia is going to be looking to capitalize on this. 10:25 left to go in the first half. And I've decided I don't want a poquito tinto. I want a grande tinto. It's so early. But these teams are playing very, very hard here in Quebec City.
Tito con el cobro. Cuisay que saca el chute. Papaya que la mete al centro muy bien. Vamos a ver si logra mantener esa jugada por el centro. Jugador de Estados Unidos que se la roba.
Nice push out. Nate looking for some buddies. Surrounded by Colombians. Cutting back up, cutting back up. Big drive. Looks like he may have been able to take the corner. And the Americans are pushing up. Colombians looking to not switch like some of the other teams. They're looking to channel between 3 or 4 players, and they are very effectively doing that.
Juan Pablo Díaz con el ataque, que es relevado por Cuisay. Felipe Díaz que saca el pate para Hermanuel. Hermanuel que la mantiene en el centro. Técnica muy bien. Y pierde la pastilla contra Christoph. Vamos a ver qué dice el referee sobre
Big
esa jugada de
flick out.
Christoph.
But that is a foghorn. Once again against the U.S. Very dangerous to keep repeating Colombian free pucks for the Americans in front of the goal.
Falta de Christoph sobre Hermanuel que tecniquea y que logra obtener una falta que puede ser muy peligrosa para el equipo estadounidense. Se preparan para la jaula los jugadores de la selección élite. Felipe Díaz con el cobro. Chute muy
Big flick.
bueno que queda en el centro. Vamos a ver si logran meter esa jaula. Se desprende la jaula y llegan los jugadores estadounidenses a la esquina. Falta. Vamos a ver qué dice el ref. A favor de Colombia de nuevo. Muy bien. Vamos a concretar.
Wow, this is like maybe the 5th time. Many Colombian free pucks in front of the U.S. net this morning.
Jugada muy peligrosa. Además que logra meterla al centro. Jugador de Estados Unidos que sale muy bien. Felipe. Y Christoph. Christoph es de los jugadores más calidosos que hay ahí en la selección de la USA. Es nacionalizado estadounidense, pero de origen francés.
And the U.S. gets an advantage puck. Up here on the right side. We'd like to say hello to Ray Antos, Jenny Beener, Chris Fisher, who I think must be physically connected to the internet. You guys have caught every single game. It's great to have you back. Ed Cannon, I haven't
Juan
talked to you in
José
years.
con una muy buena sonada. Pasa derecho hasta la cancha. Va. Muy buena Juan José. Necesita más respaldo. Felipe con la jugada. La mete de una a la cadeneta. Y sale el equipo estadounidense. Papaya Tito. Intentan mantener la presión muy alta para que Estados Unidos no se sienta cómodo.
U.S. as of yet unable to relieve the pressure they're putting on, unable to get out of the corner. And the Colombians are sending just one person in at a time now. Americans several down, but still unable. Creedon looking to change that. Big push up the left. He does have support on this drive, and we have a give and go back to Andrew. Very dangerous play.
Un gran arrastre por parte de los estadounidenses por toda esa barrera.
Wallersman wants
Sin
that puck.
cambiar hasta la esquina contraria, esquina a esquina acaba de avanzar el equipo estadounidense, mucha potencia, lo que no tienen en calidad.
Big
Se
flick,
lo
big
bancan
drive,
en
all of a sudden, lots
potencia.
of effort. Christoph swinging across.
Falta a favor de la USA, falta a favor de la USA.
That's an American free puck right in front of the Colombian net.
You know what the USA is?
No, USA, USA.
Yeah.
It's not another Hugo?
It's
I
not a
discover
Hugo, bro.
so many new fruits down in Medellin. So many new juices.
So many new fruits in Medellin. Nice to have just there.
And the hockey in Medellin is a little okay too, yeah? Oh, it's the best.
Medellin Pool is one of the nicest.
Hinder.
Felipe Pernet con una muy buena jugada, se la deja Manuel que logra robarla y se viene una volada de Lerma, va.
What a big counterattack on that advantage.
Sebastián que logra penetrar, que vamos a ver si mete la pastilla al centro, sí señor, excelente. Juan José con el arrastre por la barrera, Felipe Díaz que no lo duda por meterla al centro, muy bien.
And the referees have seen something.
Referee dice falta a favor de Colombia, partido que ha sido muy bien pitado para Colombia, muchísimas faltas cerca del área estadounidense.
So we have a white timeout. Colombia takes a timeout.
Tiempo colombiano. Vamos a ver qué decide hacer en este momento Andrés.
Oh, hi there, Eric. It's good to see you this morning. So, how many of the players on the Colombian team are from Medellin or play in Medellin, would you say?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah. Sorry, what?
On a timeout, that's the surface camera.
Right.
So the people there know something to do.
But we want to see Eric. Everyone wants to see Eric. Everyone wants to see Eric. Sorry about that. We probably could have cut the camera. Here we're getting a little bit more action. So many players on the U.S. team have been down to Medellin for the Aguamala tournaments, the 3v3, and normally we're all very good friends, but I think right now maybe it's a little less friendly.
A little less friendly, but
all friends.
yeah, still friends, because it's very different being a rival than an enemy, and we've been having a good relationship since you are coming down to Colombia to have a good tournament.
Yeah, I like that. Rival, not enemy.
Muy buena jugada de Christoph, que como les repito es la calidad de ese equipo. Sabe lo que hace, a diferencia de muchos otros que nada más están empujando la pastilla, es la parte que le mete la calidad a ese equipo. Mientras tanto hay otros jugadores como este y el 13 que es la potencia y avanzan por el muro como en esta jugada. Emanuel que intenta frenar.
Ben Holtzman on a long drive. He must have been down for 15 seconds now. But unfortunately, we've got a call. Ben Holtzman and Andrew Creedon both play Nova Bull Sharks in Washington, D.C. Teammates and subs, it seems to be, in this game. We have an advantage, Colombia midcourt, near the wall. Both teams still looking to break the 0-0 score.
Un partido que está muy apretado, 0-0. La USA ha tenido muy buenos resultados contra grandes rivales como lo es Turquía, Francia, GB. Entonces es un equipo que ha mostrado mucha calidad durante todo este torneo y que es sólido en defensa. Sebastián con el arrastre, Juan José con el relevo y el jugador estadounidense que logra dispersar la presión hacia el muro.
Creedon pretty much breaking that attack. Another long drop. Lots of long drops by the Americans to try to answer, but the Colombians have much better legs moving at the moment. They're coming in very, very hard. They're coming in 2s and 3s. And the Americans have been generally static, looking to break that up. We have a call.
Tenemos el llamado que de nuevo favorece a Colombia. Muchísima falta a favor de Colombia. Hora de concretar. Tiempo de hacerlo real y llevarnos ese quinto puesto. Ese quinto puesto que es más que merecido. Felipe Díaz con el cobro junto con Alexander. Muchísimos reemplazos. Y la pastilla logra mantenerse en el centro. Parece que Felipe va a penetrar y logran el gol. Sí, señor. Sí, señor. Gol de Colombia. Vamos a ver de quién es el gol. Vamos a ver de quién es el gol. Jugador número 13.
That is a goal. Good morning.
Emanuel Castrillón. Excelente, Manuel. Muy buen gol, muy buen arrastre y Felipe Díaz aún mejor, que ya cuando se le iba a salir esa pastilla de la zona de gol, la engancha con el borde interno, la mete por debajo y se la deja
149 left in the first. Americans will need an answer to this. Nate driving hard, but the puck very contested here in the middle. Swing out to the right. Americans maintaining momentum, keeping it within a channel. Colombians looking to break it out to the mid. And they do.
Tito, que rompe toda esa jugada. Pero el referee dice que es falta.
This could be dangerous for the Colombians. A little over a minute on the clock. American free puck, and they want that goal.
Very dangerous.
But the Colombians have been putting really, really great pressure on the pushes through.
Especially for Christoph, that plays very, very good hockey.
Hey, Christoph plays great hockey.
Yeah. He knows.
He's got beautiful scarves.
Yeah.
You should ask him about his scarves, his man scarves. They're beautiful. He's got so many different colors. One for each day of the week.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Very difficult to see in an underwater hockey player. Sebastián Lugo.
Lugo is helping to coach the Argentinian teams, yeah?
Top secret information.
It's obvious if you're in Colombia.
Cuisadí, que frena ese número 6.
And we have a call.
Falta a favor de Colombia, que beneficia exactamente a Cuisadí, que estaba manteniendo la presión por la barrera y que le hicieron uso indebido del stick. Hermanuel con el cobro, que va al centro.
And everybody, that's halftime. For those of you joining us recently, you'll see this QR code on the screen, the GoFundMe for the Underwater Hockey World Champs 2018. You're probably noticing that this camera system hasn't been used often. We're very happy to be able to capture the sport that we love so much. If you're enjoying the footage and you're enjoying this event, you'd like to see things spread out a little bit more, please consider contributing. What do you think of the game so far?
Well, the game is very strong because the USA knows how to do in the walls, but when Colombia gets into the middle, the puck goes very easy to the USA goal.
Yeah. And Colombia is doing a good job of putting many people driving very hard behind the U.S. attacks. When the U.S. attacks break up, the Colombians take like a third of the pool per drive. And
the call of the coach was do not let them flick because they are used to flick and they have people trying to chase the flick. So
that's not top secret?
It's not top secret.
Oh, okay.
That's not top secret because it's the last game of the world. And we made a special tactic for every team.
Yeah.
So
every team is different.
Every team is different, and the USA has that strong that pulls very close and very hard to the wall. So we have to be very careful with those flicks that goes to the back of our players.
What I really like about the Colombian team is how tight-knit and how close everybody is on it. Many of them have played together for a long time, most of them in one city. The U.S. has several people hailing from many countries. Lyndon Rive has played for 3 countries in Worlds. Ali Van Rooyen comes from New Zealand. Christophe and Max both have medals for France. So it's a very, very mixed team here from the United States. The Colombia team is all very, very close, very tight-knit,
Yeah.
but all talented players.
We are all from Medellin, so it's
All,
been
so literally all.
literally. Yeah.
Oh, man.
He's not joking. We are all from the same club.
You all drink the same coffee.
We all drink the same coffee.
How come you not bring me some?
It's not very well received when
It's
you
far
bring
away.
a bag from Colombia. It's not like, oh, you bring a bag from Colombia. Nah, doesn't work like that.
High five. 20 seconds left on the halftime. For those of you who are just joining us, USA is in the dark blue suits, Colombia in the light yellow, and the white caps. 5 seconds left in halftime. Referees have their arms up.
Y comienza de nuevo este partido por el quinto puesto en el cual Colombia va ganando. Hermanuel, que para continuar con la racha gana la pastilla. Felipe, que con técnica la lleva al muro. Lugo, que no la deja meter del todo. Muy bien, así lo dijo el entrenador. Va, vuelve al centro, vuelve al centro. Cambia de frente estadounidense, que es parado por Cuisadi.
Oh, nice switch by the Americans. That looked contested, but they kept it together.
Nice switch from the United States.
Driving up towards long goal now, gunning for what appears to be the Colombians' defensive corner, where they've been several times now, but have been unable to convert.
Felipe Perné con la volada. Vamos a ver qué dice el referee. Hubo llamado del referee.
Pipe with the puck and a call against the Colombians, against Pipe perhaps.
Falta a favor de la USA.
Sorry?
Jugada muy peligrosa por parte de la USA. Cobra Christoph. Sale Cuisadi con mucha tranquilidad. Y se fue de volada, pasándose a Christoph. Chute sin mirar, que le deja la pastilla a manos estadounidenses. Felipe Perné con la jugada al centro. Cuisadi, que queda con la pastilla y esta vez sí logra hacer un buen contacto. Felipe Díaz con el chute y el juez con el llamado.
We have a call against Colombia. USA will be taking the advantage.
Cuisadic, que es amonestado por guante. Christoph con el cobro. Muy buen chute, que parece que se bajó a Pablito, pero Pablito hace caso omiso y sigue jugando. Muy bien, Pablo, la actitud. Felipe Díaz, que se roba esa pastilla. Christoph, que se la roba a Pipe. Y parece que va a hacer falta a favor de Colombia.
This call will go against the Americans.
Andrés, que le pide a la selección que se mantenga en el centro, donde se hace más poderosa. Sebastián, una S, la pierde. Chute a la nada de Juan José. Lugo, que la recupera, excelente. Juan José la abre a la derecha. Velocidad por parte de Maque, la deja atrás. A Lugo le queda de nuevo, saca el chute a la derecha, excelente, muy buen arrastre, muy buena. Tito, golazo.
Push out. But it looks like there was a goal there in the middle. Colombia up 2-0.
Golazo de la selección, muy bonita la jugada. Mucho toque, excelente.
You know what else is excelente? I recommend, if anybody listening ever visits Medellin, maybe take a little time to visit Copacabana next door and get some churros from Nacho.
Yeah,
Nacho
you're
has
right.
the best
Copacabana
churros.
is the other big club in Colombia and very close from Medellin. They are the only rivals from our club, that is Cardumen, and they have a very nice pool too.
It's
Very,
a little
very
cold.
nice. It's very cold, but it's in the top of the mountain and it has a beautiful view.
It is beautiful.
De nuevo,
We got to drive
Colombia.
again.
Y se viene el gol de Cuisadi.
Wow, fast 2 goals for the Colombians.
3-0. Muy bien jugado por parte de la selección, que ahora se siente mucho más tranquila jugando por el centro y que empieza a relucir con su juego.
Does number 12 have a nickname, Andres?
Just being called by his last name,
Espinoza.
Pere.
Pere.
So also his last name and the city where he is originally from is the same. So it starts with the same letter, so it's Pere.
Is he from Pereira?
Pereira.
Ah, cool. Okay, we have a call. Against the Colombians, Americans taking the puck. Pereira on Halloween is crazy.
You know a lot about Colombia. Why?
I've been many times. And I've been to Pereira on Halloween. Ah. Costumes, many costumes.
Pereira.
Americans with a drive up towards the left.
Muy buena jugada por parte de Alexander, que se la deja a Hermanuel. Felipe, que va a enganchar al centro para que quede. Hermanuel que cierra la salida estadounidense y el referee con el llamado. Vamos a ver qué dice. Falta a favor de Colombia. Referees que han sido muy complacientes con Colombia. Han encontrado la comprensión del juego colombiano, que para muchos referees es complicado, pero parece que estos agradan de nuestro hockey. Alexander con el cobro. S, otra S al centro y el jugador estadounidense que parece que va a pasar, no señor, pasa Cuisadi. Muy buena. Tito con el pase.
Oh man, great little switch, great little
Lugo se la
curling with
devuelve.
support. Foghorn is off. And that is against Colombia. Americans looking to regroup. There's still plenty of time if they can get the drive, but right now the Colombians thus far have been controlling the momentum the majority of the game. There'd have to be a pretty big shift, but there's plenty of time for it, and the Americans have trained very hard for this. We'll see.
Marcador 3-0, 8 minutos por jugar. La selección Colombia que se ve muy concisa y una terna arbitral que está muy
blown
complaciente
up on
con
looking for the
Colombia.
support, but right
Juan
back up the middle.
Pablo se la deja atrás. Tito con la tranquilidad. Felipe con la técnica. Y de nuevo Pablito con la velocidad. Papaya con el respaldo. Y Estados Unidos con la recuperación. El mismo jugador estadounidense se encarga de frenarla, dejándola en el centro. Pablito que la recupera. Tito que chuta. Tito que reemplaza de nuevo, la deja atrás y le queda a Felipe, nítido para el gol. Y se lo come, vamos a ver si lo logra hacer. Y
Ah,
lo
nice
traga
clear,
Felipe.
Americans. Way to
Vamos a
go.
ver qué dice el ref.
But maybe that wasn't the clean. Let's see. Looks like Christoph has something to say. Looks like this is for the Americans.
Christoph que celebra haberle sacado ese gol a Felipe.
Got a
Estados
strong group of
Unidos.
guys looking. That's Nate Russ pushing up the right wall. Matt Blair in for support just behind. Switch out to the center. Looks like that.
Es un Estados Unidos que está aplacado, que los jugadores colombianos han logrado calmar porque durante toda la competencia se ha enfrentado con equipos que son de su estilo, de confrontar y andar solo por el muro, pero contra esta técnica de Colombia no han sabido qué hacer, se sienten muy seguros y prefieren salirse rápidamente a defender. lo que da espacios para Colombia y para toda la técnica que tiene este equipo.
Still in the Colombian corner, the place the Americans have camped for parts of this game. The Colombians seem content to leave the Americans in the corner until they regroup. And with a 3-0 lead, I would do the same. We now have a Colombian advantage coming out of that corner.
Juan José con el cobro. Ese al centro. Sebastián que lo acompaña. Lugo que se queda ahí para la llave. Felipe que la baja con mucha calidad. Se saca 1, 2. Pero el tercero lo frena y saca un chute a la nada. Tito que está atento a ese tipo de chutes. Papaya con la S.
Nate Russ stretching that.
Christoph.
Yeah,
Intenta
Christoph back in.
penetrar. Y pasilla que le queda Mela a Hermanuel. Vamos a ver si Hermanuel logra continuar el ataque. Tito que cambia de dirección esa jugada y el referee que hace el llamado para dar falta que favorece a la USA.
This call before the Americans. The Americans cutting back quite a bit, looking to find a direction where they can get some drive, get some bodies moving. Some fresh subs in, perhaps they'll be able to find it. Christoph taking the free puck. Mark Mullersman from the University of Florida to the left, Creedon to the right. Max Van Retchem backing up the whole thing. Got to switch off to the left.
Colombia que está muy tranquila con ese juego tan
Nate Russ with the
abierto.
drive over to the goal, not quite, but pushed back over to the wall.
Que aunque le da la posesión a Estados Unidos, sigue la vertiginosidad por parte de Colombia. Sebastián que logra pararla, se le pierde. Y el jugador de la USA que no es capaz de mantenerla en el centro, donde está la cancha. Felipe Perné con la salida. Y con la dejada en la esquina. Buena jugada por parte del jugador estadounidense que necesita más respaldo. Y canta los
Let's see what we
gringos.
have here. That is a goal for the Americans. And with 3 minutes and 24 seconds left on the clock, the score is now 3-1. Couldn't quite tell who put that in. That is Mark Mullersman. Again from Florida. One of the few hockey players in the U.S. whose parents played. He started playing when he was young. We're starting to get more and more, but the majority of players in the U.S. started when they were maybe 15, 16, 17, maybe even 18. And Mark, basically 24, 25, 30. Mark pretty much grew up with an underwater hockey stick. Very talented player. We have a black timeout.
Una jugada de la USA que aunque no fue nada vertiginosa, fue muy bien respaldada en los momentos indicados y que desde la cobertura de la pastilla con su buen tamaño pudo ir progresando. Marcador aún muy favorable para Estados Unidos, que para Colombia, que cuando tuvo el tiempo y el espacio fue muy letal. Vamos a ver si puede aumentar la diferencia o si va a mantener ese marcado.
Oh, nice little knockdown pass, pushing over to the
Pues ahí
left,
con
cutting back to
una
the middle.
muy buena sacada, la mantiene en el centro, jugador de Estados Unidos que se aviva y logra frenar toda la jugada.
And this is going to go for the Colombians.
Amonestación al jugador estadounidense.
2.5
Le mete el
minutes
cuerpo
in the
a la
second half.
jugada, haciendo obstrucción. Vamos a ver qué jugada preparada tiene Colombia para este instante. Lugo con la S, Hugo que la deja en el centro, Pipe que barre, Cuisaí que cuida a la izquierda. Y Felipe con el gol.
And that looks like that is a goal, and that is going to make life very difficult.
Golazo de Felipe Perné, el número 10. Que ahorita se lo había tragado, se reivindica. Y tranquiliza mucho más el marcador a favor de Colombia. 4-1, 4-1.
4-1, less than 2 minutes. Not looking too good for USA.
Not looking too good for the USA. That has played very good all this tournament. Being a hard rival to the big teams, the strong teams like GB, France, and Turkey. But today, a difficult match against very technique.
This looks like this will be Colombia's morning.
Colombia's morning, yeah. But very late morning. We needed this morning yesterday.
Yeah, the Americans having a great game yesterday against Australia.
Even a more technique team that
Yeah.
that opens the puck perfectly and makes the switch the best switch in the world. But yesterday, United States just pushing them hard, beat them.
They flooded that centering pass in the back. 55 seconds left on the clock.
Un minuto por jugar, Cuisaí con el amague. Juan Pablo que vuelve y la deja al centro. Equipo de Colombia que está muy tranquilo, jugando con mucha calidad. Christoph que sale y se preparan para los últimos 45 segundos. Partido ya resuelto. Muchísimas gracias a los que han apoyado a este equipo durante todas las transmisiones, a los que nos han querido desde sus casas y nos han enviado sus mejores energías.
Ooh, looks like a dangerous shot call against Colombia.
Es jugada peligrosa por parte de los colombianos.
Colombia calls a timeout with 30 seconds left on the clock.
Tiempo pedido por Andrés García. Vamos a ver qué decisión toma.
It's a bold choice with a score of 4-1, 27 seconds left on the clock. I think maybe the Colombians just don't want to get out of the water quite yet. This extra minute helps stay nice,
That's
cool. It's a little warmer once you get out of the pool.
That's the truth. They want to stay in the pool
Yeah,
because the dream was to stay at the last game, till the last game. But not all the dreams come true. Not yet. But I'm sure that once, at least once, Colombia will win a world championship.
with all
I'm
the
sure
effort
of
they
that.
put in,
I'm sure of
especially if
that.
you've seen what's happening in Medellin, I would have to agree. Ooh, looks like
Juanjo que lo despiden
something
del
may have been missed
mundial
here.
con un pastillazo en la cara.
American drive up the right. 10 seconds left on the clock, but Colombians break up the drive.
Muy bien Juan José, que después del pastillazo en la cara entra y se despide del mundial con un muy buen arrastre.
4-1. Well played by both teams. Congratulations to Colombia.
And congratulations to the USA for this beautiful tournament. I have to repeat that you play very nice against the big and strong teams, and today you play also very good. Thank you for commentating with me,
Hey, it was great.
and
Good time this morning.
thanks to
Have a great
all.
day.
Same to you, bro.
Okay, good morning. Yeah, whoever. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hockey fans, wherever you are in the world. It is the morning of the penultimate, the second last day here of the 20th CMAS World Underwater Hockey Championships, Quebec City. My name is Nick Martin, so if you want to abuse the commentating, that's the name you can use in the chat to have a go at me. We've got the Australian women against the French in a 5th-6th playoff. These two teams faced off during the round robin, both coming from, I think, Group A in the Women's League it was. And that was a 0-0 draw in a nail-biter. And so we should be in for some exciting hockey today. We see Coach Eden Brown and looks like Coach Jacques, the French coach there, having a little huggy, kissy in the coach's box, wishing each other good luck. Two contrasting styles of coaching there. Jacques, one of the more boisterous coaches here at the tournament, and Edie, one of the quieter, more subtle coaches. So we'll see which style comes out on top. So with 30 seconds to go, you've got your team lists there. Sitting out for Australia looks like Caitlin Ten Bensel, the number 11 there, the kooky left-hander. And sitting out for the French, I do not know, as I can't see a number, but I think I have a French person joining me, and she may be able to shed some light on who is sitting out there. But we are underway here in this, the 5th-6th playoff in the women's division, and joining me in the commentary booth is
Ellen.
Ellen,
From
welcome,
the US.
Ellen from the US. You know these French girls?
Oui, bien sûr.
Yeah. Ah bon. And as we see the Australians getting the puck off the wall and moving it into the middle there, the Aussies will certainly be looking to play out in the open. Any tips on what the French will be trying to do in this game, Ellen?
Donc les Françaises évidemment essayent d'ouvrir. Je pense qu'elles ont des palmeuses qui savent porter le palais et qui ont la force de pouvoir le faire. Donc leur jeu c'est vraiment d'ouvrir le jeu, dégager sur le mur. On va regarder si elles arrivent à le faire contre les Australiennes.
Ah, tout à fait. As we see the Australians now getting a free puck. I missed the signal on that one, but the French little play down. Leave the French to the French. Yes, thanks, Richard Cleary. That's great. Razor and Greg Biffin there. We have lots of Aussies in the chat. Sophie G with a Allez les Bleus.
Allez les Bleus en avant, même si elles sont blanches à ce moment-là. L'expression c'est quand même de dire allez les Bleus. On y va, il faut qu'elle pousse, même si c'est un des derniers matchs, il faut qu'elle soit forte. C'est une place de 5-6, donc elles ont tout à défendre pour finir sur une bonne note.
As we go to the surface there, and we've got a stick infringement foul being called against the French, and that does look like the crisp hands of Vero there, reffing on the far side, I think. One of our female refs, and actually the tournament referee here, Ellen.
Yes. Donc c'était une faute de cross. Faute de cross, ça veut bien dire pour ceux qui nous rejoignent que la joueuse joue non pas sur le palette de l'adversaire, mais vraiment sur la crosse, ce qui n'est pas très bien. Donc c'est signalé. Les Françaises essayent de défendre leur but, elles sont solides. On peut voir qu'il y a une bonne rotation entre les arrières. Est-ce que ça tient? Est-ce que ça tient?
Oh, as we see my wife on the corner of the tray there, leaving the puck behind. Alice, the honey badger, unable to finish that one off. And it's a stick infringement going against Australia here. A good opportunity there for the Aussie girls with Marie throwing that flick into the hole behind. Sadly, no forwards on the bottom, and luckily for the French defended.
Bon dégagement des Françaises. Heureusement, elles ont sauvé un bon palais, bon travail. Il faut continuer, même si c'est difficile. Il faut absolument réussir à pousser le palais, aller de l'autre côté. Donc c'est l'arrière-centre Cécile Roussel qui est en train de dégager le palais, qui choisit d'ouvrir sur le centre, et c'est poussé par une des joueuses françaises, Nathanaël Picard, qui arrive pour défendre.
Yeah.
Un bon travail sur le mur.
We see Bridie Hilda there, the Aussie fullback, very patient, grabbing possession and swimming back nicely to kick the puck for her team. Aussie's looking for a bit of a switch here. It's under pressure from the French girls. Very calm turn there. That looks like the canavan of courage there as she plays patiently to start with, but then just that pullback and reload has put her team under a bit of pressure in the corridor here, and a good chance for the French, Ellen.
Yes, indeed. Pour l'instant, il y a un bon travail des deux équipes qui vraiment viennent dans un camp, dans un autre. C'est sûr que à chaque fois, la mentalité des jeux, c'est de se dire qu'on pousse fort dès le début pour montrer un peu le ton. Là, je pense que les deux équipes essayent vraiment de se donner au maximum. On va voir de quel côté ça va réussir. Il y a une faute contre les Françaises. C'est bien pour les Australiennes.
Yeah, the Australians are going well, as we see Jacques with some strong pointing. He likes the open hand point and scream from the coach's bin there, trying to motivate his girls. As the buzzer has gone, but everyone's on the surface still. I think. Looks like Australia calling a timeout here, Ellen.
Temps mort pour les Australiennes, donc je pense qu'elles doivent peut-être un peu se reconcentrer pour leur dire de pousser. On entend Jacques de loin qui doit remotiver ses filles.
And we look at the chat, we've got Nicholas Yong chiming in there, obviously a stalwart of the Australian underwater hockey team, and probably sadly missed in our elite men's team this time, his experience in the forward line, but the Aussie boys just finished their last game and came away with a win, which is always a nice way to end the tournament, and the Aussie girls will be hoping to replicate that here and come away with a 5th place, which puts them one better than their position from the previous World, 6, which I think that was one of their goals as a team coming away, was they wanted to do better than they had last time, and if they win this game, then they'll achieve that goal. So I think they'll be very happy in putting everything they can into this one, Ellen.
Yeah, sure. Et côté français, on a aussi des beaux matchs à venir dans la journée, donc restez connectés. On a notamment les demi-finales chez les masters hommes et femmes, et les demi aussi chez les élites hommes. Le match a repris, le temps mort était fini, c'était un palais pour les Françaises qui essayent de pousser, qui se rapprochent du but. Un bon travail sur le mur, c'est un peu plus sûr, pas forcément la bonne solution, mais c'est quand même la stratégie d'être sur le mur, de fixer puis d'ouvrir, ce qu'elles essayent de faire pour l'instant avec brio. L'action a été stoppée.
So the Aussies switching the puck across to the near side here, and just unable to get any aggressive pressure on the end of that switch, but they've been given a free puck here underneath their sub bench, so we'll see what they do with this one. As I believe the girls had a very enjoyable game during the round robin, and they got some good feedback from the French girls in the showers, so it'll be interesting to see if they put that into work here. Nice little drive there from the Aussies and getting that to the outside wing as they make a swim across the pool. Got another signal on the play. Looks like Veronique on the near side with the crisp digits of Veronique signalling a stick infringement against Australia. So French pre-puck in the middle of the pool here, Ellen.
C'est un palais pour les Françaises, c'est bien, il faut en profiter. On va voir comment elles agissent. Elles vont très tôt sous l'eau, c'est quand même un avantage, même si les Australiennes sont très très bien placées déjà au fond de la piscine. Elles essayent de pousser. Alexia Casadio, le numéro 10, qui reste ici, sur le mur, qui va essayer de pousser pour essayer de joindre sa coéquipière sur la gauche. On voit la ligne derrière qui est bien positionnée et qui ne laisse rien passer. Marjorie du club de hier en numéro 4 qui arrive, relayée par la numéro 1, Cécile Royer du club de Fontenay. C'est vraiment toutes les équipes, toutes les joueuses de toutes les équipes de France qui se réunissent, donc c'est une belle équipe.
As we see play just stagnating in this defensive corner underneath the Aussie girls free sub-bench there, and the referee at the back, I think that might be Anton Williams, is it? Yes, the number 8 referee wearing his signature green mouthguard, signalling a stick infringement against the French. Ellen, we see quite a few of the French girls wearing the blue and white elbow guard there. Is that just trying to get more blue in their uniform and be more French, or is it a technique to try and intimidate the other teams by saying that they've got strong elbows, or...
Oui, excellente question, Nick. Bien sûr, c'est pour être encore plus patriotique et puis c'est pour faire peur, mais c'est aussi, il faut être réaliste à la fin du tournoi. 10 jours, c'est beaucoup. Il y a beaucoup de petits bleus, de petits trucs, et c'est surtout en prévention pour éviter de se blesser.
Ah, tout à fait, tout à fait. Ah bon, as we see the puck stagnate on the far side at the end of an Aussie switch again. The French doing a good job of getting numbers across to get pressure on that, and a loose flick from the Honey Badger into the middle there as we see the signature blue and white elbow guard picking that one up. But we've got a call on the play on the far side. Looks to be an obstruction call against Les Bleus. And lucky for the Aussie girls there with that loose flick into the middle, Ellen.
Yes, but it's not real lucky. It's because your girls are playing really well. So
Yeah.
let's see how it will work. All those teams really wanting to win. So far, it's really half-half. We cannot really say that one team has more possession of the puck. So
No, I think both teams putting lots of numbers on the bottom, and hockey playing from end to end, which is great to see and makes it easy for us to commentate.
yeah, and yeah, by knowing both of the team, I'm pretty sure that they have kind of the same strategy, like to fix a little bit on the wall and then to really go in the middle. So for sure, when they are playing each other, it's kind of a similar game. Donc on était en train de dire que les Australiennes et les Françaises avaient à peu près le même jeu, à vraiment fixer sur le mur, mais à vouloir ouvrir directement. Elles ont toutes des palmeuses. Donc le but c'est d'en profiter, d'où la situation un peu pour le moment égale dans les deux camps.
Yeah, I did hear a few French players and a coach say that after the last Worlds, when Australia came away with 3 golds, they went away and said, okay, well, these guys have obviously got a plan that works. We're going to spend the next 2 years studying it and being better at it than the Australians are. So that I know that was certainly their goal, so it'll be interesting to see how this game pans out.
C'est sûr que les coachs font un gros travail d'étude, d'analyse de tous les matchs et de toutes les équipes. Donc les joueuses ne décident pas comme ça d'aller dans l'eau. Il y a vraiment une stratégie qui est fondée, qui est marquée, bâtie, etc. et qui s'adapte aux différentes équipes pour pouvoir et d'un contrer au maximum et de deux pouvoir réaliser le jeu de l'équipe. Parce que c'est important de contrer, mais le plus important c'est quand même de réussir à mener le jeu. Donc là-dessus c'est vrai qu'il y a eu un beau travail d'analyse.
As we see the moping, sloth-like figure of Lewis from GB there in our foreground of our shot, looking like he's really enjoying his reffing job there at the moment, doesn't he? As the French call a timeout here, chance for Jacques to unload some motivational words and expletives onto his team. What do you think Jacques would be saying now? Do I need to just back the gain off on the microphone?
I'm trying, he's not yelling, il crie pas assez fort. Donc il est un peu, ça veut dire tant qu'il crie pas trop fort, ça veut dire qu'il est content, on l'entend quand même d'ici, motivé, d'être peut-être plus serré et de porter les actions au maximum. Pour l'instant on voit qu'il y a des débuts d'amorce de changement d'aile et que les filles portent le palais, mais ça va pas au bout. Donc évidemment je pense que vu le match et vu le temps qui défile, le but c'est vraiment de finaliser toutes les actions.
Jacques managing to get the message across without opening his mouth with his strong gesticulating. He puts his hands to good use in there, and I think it's often an underutilised tool by the coach, the gesticulation. As see the Aussies taking a free puck. Zoe Canavan of Courage just 45ing that one into a bit of a contest, and it's a bit of backwards and forwards. And it's Tori Wickham that comes out with it. A little bit of a swim to the wall, but caught up with the French good numbers on the bottom there, Ellen.
Oui, on voit qu'il y a beaucoup d'envie, beaucoup de corps sous l'eau, donc elles sont vraiment motivées, beaucoup d'affrontements, 1-1, elles arrivent difficilement à passer, même si les deux équipes essayent d'ouvrir, les deux équipes sont présentes, donc c'est sûr qu'il y a des beaux relais des deux équipes. Là il y a une tentative d'ouverture et de changement d'aile par les Australiennes, très bien réussie, mais les arrières françaises sont là, donc ça traverse, mais ça n'avance pas forcément.
Bit of a forward line switch from the Aussie girls there. And Phoebe Stewart comes in and sends that one out of the contest. And it looks like Sarah Tyndall has picked this one up on the outside, but we've got a call. And it's going to be, I think it might have been a legal knockdown there. Looks like the Hulk Anton Williams pulling up a illegal knockdown by one of the Australian girls, and that will be a French free puck just on the attacking side of midway for the French. We'll see what they do with this one, Ellen.
Donc c'est un coup franc pour les Français qui est plutôt dans la zone des Australiennes. C'est très intéressant pour les Françaises. Ça fait 11 minutes qu'elles jouent maintenant, donc il faut vraiment mettre la pression. Et c'est sûr que psychologiquement, c'est toujours bien de pouvoir marquer avant. Elles poussent. Il y a une très bonne défense des Australiennes. Donc elles sont amenées sur le coin.
Good drive from the French girls there, just feeding that puck in the corridor. The Australians just managing to sort of keep a bit of pressure and keep it out of the front of the goals there, but there's a strong drive on the corner of the tray here. The referee down in a good position to get a look at this one, and it's been cleared to the corner. Looks like the ref on the far side making the call that's just out of shot. And it seems to be, it's Anton Williams, and it's a call against Australia. I didn't see the signal on that, so let's just go with cheating. And the French will get a free puck here. Just
Ça, c'est vraiment une très très belle opportunité pour les Françaises. À 3 minutes de la fin de la première mi-temps, il faut absolument qu'elles poussent. On voit qu'il y a des Françaises du côté des Australiennes pour un peu gêner la vision des Australiennes, à voir si la technique marche. Et malheureusement, ça a l'air repoussé sur le coin. Les Australiennes sont très fortes, mais il y a une faute. Le jeu est arrêté contre les Australiennes, donc ça va être un nouvel essai et une nouvelle opportunité pour les Françaises.
a legal knockdown there, Veronique. And good defense from the Aussie girls, staying flat and strong. French girl, unfortunately, just fumbling that one a little bit off the free puck, which slowed them down, but they got a good opportunity here. Interesting body position from the French centre there as she sits vertical in the water. Not really sure on that one. We've got a call, and it's a goal.
It's a goal!
Wow.
Missed that, sorry for that.
No,
but it's a
bon.
goal. First goal.
Allez, le
Bravo
bleu.
la France. 1-0 pour les Australiennes, c'est exactement. Donc Cécile Virgetti, Royer du club de Fontenay, qui joue arrière, qui a rejoint l'équipe qui n'avait pas fait les derniers championnats du monde, mais qui a rejoint. Donc une très très bonne addition pour l'équipe, c'est super. Bravo la France, 1-0, faut tenir.
Yeah, so really the first solid aggressive pressure that the French have had on the tray there, and they've managed to convert that to a goal. So well done to the French. Unlucky to the Aussie girls who've managing to sweep a few of those frees out, but just unable to shut that last one down. And maybe the big vertical jellyfish body position has worked for them there, Ellen.
Exactement, faudra demander à Jacques exactement le pourquoi du comment de l'attaquante qui est verticale dans les buts des adversaires, mais c'est sûr qu'apparemment ça paye. Donc là il reste 2 minutes avant la fin de la première mi-temps, il faut aussi jouer sur le psychologique, c'est important de finir avec un 1-0 et que les Australiennes ne rattrapent pas à la mi-temps pour vraiment conserver cet avantage. On va voir, c'est bien pour les Françaises, elles sont encore du camp des Australiennes, mais la défense australienne semble quand même solide. Donc il faut pousser, elles se fatiguent, voilà, elles laissent un peu le palais dans le coin pour pas trop forcer. C'est aussi stratégique pour user l'apnée des adversaires.
Yeah, look, I couldn't have said it better myself, Ellen, with just under 2 minutes to go. The French up 1-0. We'll see who's got the most legs. It's a strong drive on the corner of the tray. The Australian girls with numbers there, but it looks, we've got a signal. No goal. Anton Williams on the backside there. Looks like he's going to signal obstruction on that one.
Donc sur l'image,
He's going in for a conference with Vero here. Vero was happy with it as a goal. The other referee... can't really, referee number 20.
On pouvait voir qu'il y avait un goal, mais en effet, il y a un des arbitres, ils sont 3 arbitres, pour rappel dans l'eau, 3 arbitres sous-marins. Il y en a au moins un qui n'est pas d'accord avec la décision du goal, donc ils sont en train de discuter et de voir dans quel ordre se sont passées quelles actions pour voir si oui ou non ils valident, ou autrement quel avantage ou quelle faute va être signalée.
And there's a bit of a reference, a ref's conference going on here, and it's Anton Williams' signal, and the other refs have agreed with it. It's an obstruction or barging call against the French, so a little bit of relief there for the Aussie girls, Ellen, and luckily with a minute 10 to go here in this second half of what seems to be the French just wrestling a bit of control at the end of this half here.
Voilà, ça a été, on a décidé que c'était malheureusement un coup franc contre les Françaises qui avaient fait de l'obstruction, donc évidemment c'est une faute signalée par l'arbitre qui donne un avantage aux Australiennes.
Oh, a bit of a breakaway to my wife here, Ellen. That's Hannah Robertissa getting the swim away there and laying it back to her halfback. It's about time my wife did something in there. We'll have to have a family talk about this game afterwards, but no, she's been playing fantastic in this tournament. Very proud of her. Definitely playing better than I am, so we're going to have to live with that for the next 2 years, unfortunately, but I got the last 2 years, so she can have the next 2 years. As 30 seconds to go here, looks like the legs of Eliza Game trying to get away on the outside. She's been a little breakaway speedster for the Aussies this tournament, but it's going to get pulled back.
Même si la femme de Nick a fait une percée foudroyante, l'équipe française a bien stoppé ça, donc bon boulot de la part des Australiennes, mais excellent boulot de la part des Françaises qui maintiennent cet avantage et qui tiennent bon. Il reste plus que 5 secondes avant la mi-temps. C'est un avantage français, mais je pense que l'action va être stoppée. Voilà, mi-temps.
And that is half-time there, Ellen, in what has been an exciting first half of hockey. I think we've had lots of good flowing play. It's good to see a game that hasn't been over-reffed, I think. It's been nice and flowing, lots of advantage. And definitely some end-to-end pressure. Certainly for me, I think towards the end of that first half, the French seeming to just have a little bit more legs and get a bit more composure and take a bit of control. But 15 minutes to go, 1-0 to France. It's by no means over yet.
Yeah, and it's really, really a tough game. We can see that both of the team are really pushing hard and really won the game. So let's see if the French can kind of keep their advantage and perhaps push harder to have a second goal. We'll be sorry for you and your wife, even though she's playing really well, but so happy for France. We know that all of the team coming at the Worlds are really kind of putting lots of efforts and working a lot before training. So for sure, they all deserve the best. So let's see, but allez les Bleus!
And we can hear the gentle touch of the French coach in the background there as he just subtly suggests to his players to possibly try a bit harder.
Yes. Jacques est quand même assez réputé dans la piscine, quel que soit le langage des personnes, tout le monde sait que c'est un coach dynamique, franc et il est connu. J'enlève mes oreillettes pour entendre ce qu'il dit.
Well, if his players play as hard as his words are, then Australia will be in big trouble this second half. Meanwhile, at the other end, Eden having a few quiet words to her team, trying to motivate them. Looks like Hannah there having a little bit to say as well. The girls are looking focused, and we'll hope that they can find something in this second half to get a bit more pressure on the tray like they did in the first half of that first half. And in the other court, we have the Canadians taking on the USA in the North American Titanic battle, and it's a 0-0 up that end in what is also turning out to be a cracker game. It's been interesting this tournament, Ellen, to see how little there is separating the top teams. In fact, we saw in the elite men's that Portugal, who ended up finished last in the division, were 2-1 with Turkey, who are now through to the semi-final. And then Japan, who were sitting at the bottom, coming up with their first win at Worlds yesterday with a 1-0 victory over Portugal, which was an amazing game to watch. And stadium, I don't think I've ever seen it go quite as wild as it did yesterday for that Japanese victory.
Donc c'est vraiment un bon point de la part de Nick qui fait remarquer que les écarts entre les équipes se resserrent vraiment. Avant, au championnat du monde précédent, il y avait peut-être plus d'écarts. Maintenant, de façon certaine chez les hommes, c'est quand même vraiment très très serré. On voit qu'il y avait le Portugal qui avait fini dernier de sa poule, qui avait fait un match 2-1 apparemment contre les Turcs, et les Turcs étaient dans le top de la poule. Donc c'est vrai que 2-1 pour les premiers et les derniers de la poule, c'est quand même très serré. Et cet exemple est aussi vrai maintenant chez les femmes. Le match a repris de notre côté. Donc je pense que les deux équipes se disent qu'elles ont tout à gagner et rien à perdre. 1-0, c'est un tout petit écart. Donc Australia will really push really hard.
As we see the second half getting underway now, there's a lot of noise coming from the other court. Eliza Game there trying to get some puck on the outside for Australia, but the French getting numbers to that breakdown again. They're very good at getting that 3 or 4 players around the puck on the wall and then looking for that 45 drive, Ellen.
Oui, c'est vraiment une technique donc de bloquer sur le mur, de fixer et puis d'ouvrir. Donc il y a une passe qui est faite à 45 degrés en arrière pour un peu donner un peu d'ouverture, d'espace, et les ailiers qui partent en contre-attaque. On voit Alison Touchin qui essaye de contrer, elle est gauchère, ça aide. Malheureusement, les Australiennes repartent vers le milieu.
Yeah, a little unlucky there for Zoe Canavan, just straightening up a little bit too much and getting rolled off.
Touchin qui est aussi surnommée Jambe de Feu. It's a nickname of this girl. Fire legs.
The fire legs.
Fire legs.
I like it. Fire legs is a good one. I'm all about fire legs.
Number 8 in France.
Definitely not my nickname in our team.
You could work on that.
Yeah,
So
look, I could maybe 10 or 15 years ago, but definitely not anymore. As we see a release to the outside there, and that's one of the Sarahs getting in a little contest on the wall. Once again, we see the French setting that 3 players wide, 1 player behind. They've got this strong structure and now moving it across that forward line switch.
Donc un très très bon travail de la ligne d'avant qui reste présente. Laurine qui est restée en deuxième effort et qui a donc pu un peu gérer ce match. Le palais qui repart sur la droite, donc ça sollicite l'aile gauche australienne.
Yeah, curled off by the honey badger in the middle there. Phoebe Stewart making the hit now and holding position on the bottom as puck spills towards the Aussie tray, but it looks like Marie sitting in behind there, managing to clear that one wide for them. Marie, the French-Canadian import, as we see the Aussie backline rotating there and just trying to keep some pressure out of this. The French now reloading, numbers behind the puck, strong on the bottom. They're really stacking that wall and happy to just try and attack down that back wall.
Donc il y a vraiment un gros travail chez les Françaises qui poussent. Elles sont vraiment dans le camp des Australiennes. On va voir, il y a une faute qui a été sifflée contre les Australiennes, donc ça va être un coup franc pour les Françaises, vraiment du côté des Australiennes. C'est une opportunité à exploiter. On espère que ça va passer.
Looks like the subtle digits of the green Hulk Anton Williams there, signalling a obstruction by the Aussie girls, and a good opportunity for the French here with a little 45 towards the tray, but swept out by the Australian defence. Good, strong bottom position there from the Aussie girls, making that one safe as they now try and put a little bit of pressure up this wall.
Donc il y a un très bon travail des Australiennes qui ont réussi à repousser les choses françaises.
Lovely catch from the Honey Badger there, Ellen, managing to take the pressure off her team with that knockdown.
Et donc on voit toutes les Australiennes qui sont très motivées.
Go, Tori!
Le début d'une contre-attaque qui n'aboutira pas, mais au moins elles se sont un peu dégagées de l'espace vers leur goal, donc ça fait du bien. Les Françaises qui réattaquent, c'est sur le mur opposé, donc on manque peut-être de vision, mais on peut voir que voilà, elles sont toutes au fond. Je pense que c'est Nathalie Picard qui a relancé sur le milieu, mais le jeu est arrêté.
The French maintaining some good aggressive pressure against the Aussie girls here. Jacques with a strong flat hand point, and the assistant coach chiming in with a good pointing, yelling bit of coaching advice. But it's the Australian girls now with a chance to hopefully relieve some pressure from this defensive area here in the second half, as they haven't really managed to get any aggressive court pressure yet, Ellen.
Oui, donc il y a un bon travail des deux. Nick est en train de dire que les Australiennes font un bon travail de défense, mais que évidemment ça serait bien qu'elles aillent un peu du côté de l'autre équipe. Toujours cette équipe française qui pousse, elles sont 4-5 au fond, donc ça c'est un bon travail d'équipe. Attention, Alexia Casadio qui avait repris le palais mais qui n'aboutira pas.
Well cleared out by the Australian girls. French still doing a great job of getting numbers in behind those drives and keeping the pressure on. Aussie's doing a good job of absorbing it, but they need to get it out of this defensive end if they want to have a chance of tying up this scoreline and relieving a bit of pressure at the moment.
Ça pousse. Ah, le palais est évité, sauvé de justesse. Excellent travail. Good job from Australia.
Yeah, desperate defending there from the last Australian back to get that one off the corner of the legs.
Donc il y a vraiment eu un très bon travail des Australiennes, une joueuse qui a sauvé deux dernières minutes, malheureusement pour la France. C'est maintenant un coup franc contre les Françaises, avec un temps mort demandé pour les Françaises. Je pense qu'en effet, là, Jacques va un peu remotiver les troupes. Ça fait 2-3 minutes peut-être qu'elles sont dans le camp des Australiennes sans pouvoir marquer. Aux mondiaux, on n'a pas beaucoup d'opportunités, donc quand on est dans le but des autres, as soon as we have opportunities in the goal of the other, we need to score. So after 2-3 minutes, kind of around that goal, I'm pretty sure that Jacques is really yelling to tell them, hey, it's now or never, you will not have that opportunity anymore. But excellent job from the Aussies, who really kind of know how to keep the puck out of the goal.
I can't imagine Jacques yelling. It's interesting how his whole team is drifting away from him there. No one wanting to get too close to that one. But he's normally such a quiet and controlled character in the coaching box.
Yeah, sure. He's really well known for his quiet voice and nice tone and everything. But Jacques is also a really amazing coach.
Oh, he definitely knows his hockey, Ellen. He's been around for a long time, a stalwart of world underwater hockey.
And he won lots of medals, so perhaps the tone is kind of the key thing.
Yeah, absolutely. As I think that timeout's probably given the Australians a chance to just catch their breath and take a little bit of confidence from how strong their defence has been. There's a bit of chirping going on in the stream about how good my dad bod is coming along. And look, I have been putting some hard yards into it, Yvonne, as we see the hot fire legs of Eliza Game there getting away on the outside, looking for the reload. Some good gloving there by the French girl. And reload to Tori Wickham, who looks for the chip to the Honey Badger. The Badger has gone up or back down into the burrow, one of the two. Signal on the play. And the intense yelling you can hear is because the USA have just...
Go USA, go USA, I've just scored 0-1.
Oh, I think maybe Canada... No. Have they? Yes, no, USA have just scored to take it to 2-0. 2-0 against the hosts,
Let's
Canada
go
there.
USA.
The referee's there looking for number 10, is it?
Non, c'est c'est
Number
numéro
8.
4. Ah, numéro 8. Hot legs.
8, yes. Numéro 8.
Alison Touchin qui
Alison Touchon there, going to the naughty chair.
Du club du Chesnay. Voilà.
Time
1 ou
out.
2 minutes, 1 or 2 minutes.
Well, I think she got
Ah,
1
1
minute.
Donc évidemment, ça veut
Oh,
dire
Liza game, fire legs game there, finding a bit of room on the outside and making a bit of a drive, and unfamiliar territory here in the second half for the Aussie girls as we see the calm, collected blue elbow guard there, just happy to use that intimidation of just waving that elbow guard in the face to just let you know that it's there and let you know that you like to use your elbow.
Et donc c'est sûr que là les Français se retrouvent à 5 contre 6, il y a clairement un désavantage d'un point de vue nombre. Donc dans ces cas-là, le but c'est vraiment d'essayer de contenir le jeu, de ne pas tenter des choses trop risquées puisqu'on sait qu'en étant sous-nombre, ça peut être difficile. On voit Alison qui se rapproche du bord, qui va bientôt, elle a plus que 10 secondes, ça va faire du bien puisque pour l'instant elles sont acculées dans leur but. Donc d'avoir une 6e joueuse qui viendra en renfort pour aider tout ça, ça va être très
Ooh,
utile.
nice swerve from the Honey Badger there, exploding out of her burrow off the free puck. The Aussies electing to let the forwards take it, and now it's Australia's turn to hopefully put some pressure back on this French team as the player returns from the naughty chair. Phoebe Stewart there, just shoveling that one back in underneath. We've got another call on the play though,
C'est sûr que là,
looking for someone.
on voit qu'il y a de l'intensité, les deux équipes commencent à vraiment s'affronter assez fort.
Looked like he was pointing out number 9 there, which is Maud Ginsburger.
Maud Gainsbourger,
Ginsburger, sorry, my pronunciation is not
It was perfect.
perfect.
yeah, it was perfect.
Oh, the Honey Badger's in there. She's got her Badger roll on. It's angry. There's good numbers coming from behind here from the Aussies. Oh, Phoebe Stewart not seeing her half coming through and curling on that
Il
one.
y a un bon dégagement.
Ooh, everyone's popped. The buzzer has gone. And it's going to go against Australia. Vero on the backside, pulling up an obstruction. So excellent defence there from the French ladies, Ellen.
Voilà, qui ont réussi à ne pas faire de faute. C'est vrai qu'avec l'intensité, la motivation et le désespoir de temps en temps, les fautes sont plus faciles à faire, mais c'est des joueuses qui ont l'habitude, qui sont entraînées, qui ont déjà pas mal de mondiaux à leurs actifs, donc c'est sûr qu'elles savent éviter ce genre de faute, donc ça leur redonne un avantage, porté par l'arrière-centre Cécile Roussel qui joue à Pontoise, le numéro 12. Donc c'est allé sur le mur droit, les Australiennes ont repris le palais.
Yeah, the French using almost an Australian style free puck there as they look to work around the outside, but great pullback in the middle there. Tori Wickham, lovely swim, unable to release the flick. Good pressure there from the number 11 from France. That's Nathalie Picard.
Nathanaël Picard qui a donné le palais à Laurine Massou-Foucard qui transmet à la numéro 3, Clémence, qui est une jeune joueuse qui a aussi joué contre les moins de 23 et qui vraiment maintenant c'est sa deuxième participation aux mondiaux, donc c'est bien, on forme les jeunes.
Oh, and a little bit straight from the forward there. She just needs to find a bit of help, and she's got support on the outside. That looks like Zoe Canavan, the Canavan of Courage, coming out on the outside for support. The Aussie girls just stagnating play on the far wall there.
Donc les deux équipes qui en profitent un peu pour se repositionner. Après un temps fort, c'est un mi-temps un peu plus calme. Une faute contre les Australiennes. Donc les Français reviennent un peu dans le camp des Australiennes. Il reste 5 minutes. 5 minutes du match. Donc,
I think we might see a timeout call by Australia here. I wouldn't be surprised, but no, they're going to play it. They're going to keep it going. Save that timeout for when you really need it. As the French moving the puck towards the centre corridor. Lovely flick.
Très très bon shoot.
Protecting the puck, bit of sideways
Avec
swimming.
jambe de feu, Alison Touchin qui a bien porté le palais, qui dégage, Nathanaël Picard qui reprend derrière, ils ouvrent.
Ooh, dangerous movement there. Phoebe moving it to the middle, but
Les arrières, Cécile
big
Roussel
problems
qui
for
pousse
Australia
et qui va
here. Big
espérer
problems.
shooter.
Good bottom position by the French. Big problems for the Aussies.
Ah.
But the Badger staying down in her burrow, staying on the bottom, calmly swimming it out, but getting caught hanging onto it. The recycle. We've got a signal from the corner. Referee signalling obstruction against the French. So
Très bonne action, malheureusement non finalisée. Donc là, les Français sont repoussés un petit peu dans leur camp puisque c'est elles qui nous ont fait une faute.
So we've got an Aussie free puck here. We've got to go back under the water before I get in trouble. Phoebe Stewart, the fullback, taking it, moving towards the wall and then sending it up the corridor. Looks
Les
like
Australiennes peuvent un peu respirer, ça leur fait du bien de dégager un peu le palais. Mais les Françaises réattaquent de plus fort.
Get her, Hannah. Stop mucking around. As we see the Australians, young Bridie Hilda there. Not a great time to sub brides. Not allowed to sub behind that sub bench if you're a back. That's the rules. But the Aussies managing to slow it down for a little bit here and give that other back time to get in there. Phoebe Stewart now with it locked in the wall.
Bon travail de tous
Phoebe not really rotating though, and we've got no backs coming in behind. Hannah coming in from the off wing to try and help out, and she has managed to save it for the Aussie girls, but I think they've plucked it back in, the French.
Deuxième but, on dirait. Et oui, confirmé par les
And
arbitres.
that's going to be a goal.
Excellent travail. Elles ont bien poussé, elles sont bien restées, La ligne derrière s'est bien impliquée et c'est le numéro 10, Alexia Casadio de Pontoise qui marque. Ou du moins officiellement, il y a quelquefois des différences entre ce qui se passe vraiment sous l'eau et à qui est attribué le but. Mais en tous les cas, bravo à Alexia et bravo à toute l'équipe. Marquer un second but à 3 minutes de la fin, ça sent bon, rien n'est gagné, il reste 3 minutes, on ne sait jamais, mais ça sent bon.
So with just under 3 minutes to go here, it is all or nothing for these Aussie girls as they need to try and get this puck up the other end. Just seeing a breakdown in the defensive rotation there and the French making the most of it and scoring one down the back wall. The Aussie forwards trying to get in there and help out, but unable to stop that one. And well done to France on putting in a strong goal. 2.5 minutes to go. It's not over. It is not over yet, but
never over until the buzz is kind of.
But it's not great when the puck's in that position for you and you're 2 goals down. The Aussie girls, the Badger coming out with it. Alice looking quite tired there and just going for the chip and pop. Thrown everything she can into this game.
Donc on sent que les joueuses, je pense, des deux équipes commencent à être fatiguées là de lancer le palais en geste de désespoir juste pour le dégager. Mais il faut tenir, il ne reste plus que 2 minutes, il y a encore un gros effort collectif de la part des Françaises qui restent dans le camp des Australiennes et qui, malgré leur avance, continuent à pousser, à en vouloir. On voit Maud qui est prête à recevoir le palais, malheureusement ça reste sur le mur, les Australiennes qui font un très gros effort défensif et les Françaises qui se relaient bien, donc un très beau hockey.
French pretty happy just to park the bus, and I think the Aussies have actually looked for a goal tray switch on that, and it's been pulled back. Minute and a half to go. It is just going to be a little bit too late now for the Australians who have come out.
We never know, Nick.
You just never know, Ellen. Anything could happen. But
2 penalty shots and it's over.
I know. They have played a very good, positive brand of hockey here, and it has been a very close game, but just unable to convert their aggressive pressure onto the scoreboard. Good sweep from the Aussie forwards there, staying down, backing it up.
And we can see that it's always playing on the same side, so the girls are really kind of putting lots of effort in that. It doesn't kind of give them the opportunity to really breathe and so on. So it's a really tough job for both of the games. We have a timeout from Aussies.
Yeah, Eden looking for the timeout there. I think it's really now just for the Aussies to try and put a positive final minute of hockey in and see if they can't get that conciliatory goal to finish this one off.
C'est sûr que là les Australiennes défendent beaucoup, c'est fatigant psychologiquement et physiquement, donc je pense qu'un temps mort leur fait du bien pour se positionner et essayer de faire monter le palais très haut dans le terrain pour pourquoi pas finir sur une note positive de la part des Australiennes, mais c'est vrai que les Françaises font un très bon travail et elles aussi vont essayer de finir fort en marquant un 3e but.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself, Hélène. So obviously, you know, there's a little catch-22 to this. The girls probably looking like they're going to end up back in 6th again, but bringing a much younger team, so that's great for the girls. The other positive is that Hannah's actually only going to finish 1 spot ahead of us in the standings, so the family rivalry is going to be a lot less, which is going to make the dinner time conversation for the next 2 years a lot easier.
C'est une bonne nouvelle pour Nick qui est content.
As the French putting good pressure on the outside, being denied the goal though. So look, it's not over. They could score a breakaway, which could take, say, 15 seconds.
Twice.
And then it could get a foul at the end. They could get a 2-on-1 penalty shot. The clock gets stopped until they all swim back to the wall, and then they could score off the strike.
Exactly.
So it could go to extra time.
On ne sait jamais.
I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but that's the only hope they've got.
Et le match d'à côté qui est fini avec une victoire des USA sur le Canada. Donc les USA finissent 5e, si je suis bien.
44 seconds to go. Yes, the US getting up 3-0 over Canada in the North American grudge match. And that's Hannah there, just quite happy to not concede any goals. And it's an interesting thought with 30 seconds to go that we're going to park the bus in the corner when we're 2 goals down. I guess we've decided let's not concede.
Et donc je m'aperçois que je viens de dire une erreur. Les États-Unis finissent 7e et le Canada 8e. Et donc France et Australie seraient 5 et 6.
Looks like a fair bit of gloving there from the French girl down the back wall, but we have got a signal. Always interesting when they stop the game with 7 seconds left. I'm not quite sure what they're expecting to happen in that 7 seconds. But sadly for the Aussie girls, it is going to be a French 2-0 victory here. But
excellente nouvelle pour les Françaises.
yeah, allez la bleu, ah bon. But the Aussie girls should be really proud of how they've played. They've played this tournament out strong and have played an excellent style of hockey and have really taken it to some of the best teams.
C'est la fin du match, victoire des Françaises. Merci aux Australiennes et bravo à toutes les Françaises qui ont très bien poussé et qui se sont bien défendues sur cette 5e et 6e place. Donc les Françaises sont 5e et les Australiennes sont 6e.
Okay, the French finished 6th, we finished 7th. Well, no, 5th and 6th. The French finished 5th, we finished 6th. That's right. Okay, see, my French is perfect.
Yes.
Thanks for joining me in the commentary box, Ellen. Congratulations to the French. Well done to the Aussies girls.
Yeah, good job, Australia.
Commiserations. What am I dreaming about? I'm not dreaming about anything. And we've got, thanks everyone for tuning in. 320 playbacks, 134 concurrent viewers, and obviously 10,000 views total already in this game. So if you did enjoy the stream, feel free to jump onto the GoFundMe and throw a couple of dollars at it, as it obviously is run by volunteers, and all the money that comes in here is helping to make it cheaper for the players, because the players are paying for everything at these tournaments. So congratulations to the French, commiserations to the Aussies, and we will see you next time.
Donc on est en direct de la fin du match avec Cécile Roustel, la capitaine de l'équipe de France. Félicitations, vous avez marqué deux buts. Félicitations, un beau travail d'équipe. Émotion à chaud, Cécile?
Très contente de finir sur une victoire, un peu déçue d'avoir raté notre quart hier, mais très contente parce qu'on avait fait 0-0 contre l'Australie au round robin, donc un beau match pour finir.
Bravo, les Australiennes ont bien poussé, vous avez bien su gérer leurs attaques, etc. Vous les avez bien poussées dans leur mur.
Oui, elles ont été plus fortes que nous sur l'entame de match, elles nous ont mis une grosse pression tout de suite, mais on n'a pas paniqué, on a su gérer, et puis après on leur a mis la pression, c'est rentré 2 fois. Voilà.
Bravo. On avait aussi une question du côté des supporters. On voit dans vos coups francs d'attaque pour vous. Une joueuse à l'avant verticale, c'est un secret de polichinelle ou vous pouvez nous expliquer?
Ah non,
pourquoi?
c'est un secret bien gardé.
Ah, désolé, on a essayé, c'était un peu le topic du commentaire, on n'aura pas plus. Donc c'est votre dernier match, un mot pour tous les supporters et une conclusion sur ce match.
Merci beaucoup d'être venus nous supporter et puis on va être derrière nos 3 équipes, nos 2 équipes master et notre élite masculine qui dispute leur demi-finale tout à l'heure.
Donc allez les Bleus!
Allez les Bleus, ouais.
Et bravo encore à l'équipe de France.